All right, folks, Kevin Durant was back here at the Barclays Center tonight. He was here for parts of 4 seasons. I want to know how Brooklyn Nets fans feel about him coming back. You would think that there would be a lot of upset Nets fans the way KD came here and left them high and dry. So let me see what Nets fans think about this guy.
You know, man, first and foremost, it's Kevin Durant's league, man. It's going to be a big night, man. Go Brooklyn first and foremost, but all salute to Kevin Durant. He's the best New York.
KD's return to Brooklyn tonight. How do you feel to be here?
I'm glad he's here. I wish he was still here, by the way. You know, but can support my boys. He asked for a trade, things didn't work out. I just hope all the best for him.
Okay, so now, are you a Brooklyn Nets fan or just a Kevin Durant fan?
I'm a Nets fan. Well, Kevin Durant my favorite player. So, you know, I love both. I want the Nets to win. I want KD to get 40 points.
Was KD your favorite player before he came to Brooklyn?
Oh, yes. I've been a KD fan since 2009 when he was OKC.
I mean, it's my favorite player. Like, everybody's here for him. Even though he got traded, people still show up.
Oh, the biggest. Easy money sniper, man, you know?
And so did you become a fan before you became a Nets fan?
A fan of Kevin Durant?
Before a Nets fan?
Yes.
Got you. Okay. So when KD in 2019, when he decided to come here and not come to the Nets, how'd you feel?
Oh, amazing. I mean, I've been following KD since the Supersonics era, went to the Thunder, he crushed it, and then, you know, we all felt like he made the right decision coming to Brooklyn, and if he had a smaller shoe size, you know, like we would have made it to the finals. So I really don't get why people are booing him. I feel like he's a Brooklyn legend.
Let's go, Kevin Durant. Let's go, Brooklyn. We're going to fight. I'm rooting for you. I got your rookie jersey, man. Since day one, man. Day one.
Do you think that fans of the team should have animosity to way KD came, did not really fulfill expectations, and then wanted to leave?
I feel like he surpassed the expectations. He just didn't get a chance with the rest of the team to show what he could do. And, like, I mean, you don't want to waste his talent, so, like, I respect that he wanted to leave.
Okay. So, Kevin Durant now. Kevin Durant, Knicks fans thought he was going to the Knicks, and he shocked everybody, him and Kyrie. They came here. Right. So, when that happened, how did you feel?
He made the best decision of his life, honestly. With a little bit more help, the Nets would have definitely gone far and would have won some serious chips and hardware. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. But I really think in Kevin's hearts of hearts, he knows he's a Net fan. If you notice, when he was in Brooklyn, his businesses took off. He did a lot of things outside business-wise that made him grow as a man and as an individual. That can only happen in Brooklyn. Because of Brooklyn, that's why he loves us. He'll always be a Net fan for life. Legacy, baby.
Wait, so do you think he loves you all? I mean, he left you all.
He left, but he left because of political reasons. And what I mean by that is he's getting older in age. He wants to win another chip on his own because of that whole Golden State situation. So we understand that. Real ball players understand that. If you don't understand the politics of ball, if you don't understand what goes on in the NBA, it's hard to kind of follow. You would think he dissed the Nets, but he didn't diss the Nets. He wanted a team that could win now. He had the team, it just didn't work out, unfortunately.
I mean, he's a great player. It was great when we had him here. It's weird seeing him play for another team, but KD's the GOAT. A lot of respect for him, but I miss him. I missed him as a Net, but nothing but the best.
Hey man, Kevin Durant, from the moment we got him, brought him to the borough of Brooklyn, dog. I mean, it was a wonderful feeling. You know, I mean, the last time I can remember feeling something like this was back when we started. We got Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, man. That was the time. Even though, you know, it was a little slow around them times, it was interesting. It was exciting. You know, I was happy when he came over here. I've been a fan for the past many years.
So just always supporting the Nets before KD, after KD, and everything in between.
So, how did you, when KD signed to the Nets, how did you feel?
I was really happy at the time. You know, his tenure here is a little up and down for sure, but you know, as a Nets fan, we don't really get too many superstars, or haven't in the past since like Jason Kidd. So it's been really great to have him here. Miss KD, but yeah, it was really exciting when we first got him for sure.
And so, how do you feel about when he came, all the drama, the unfulfilled expectations, and then him wanting to leave and then leaving last year?
Yeah, there's definitely, it felt like a lot of the attention the Nets got were off the court, as opposed to what they were doing on the court. KD ended up only playing, I think, with the big three, not too many games, so that was a little disappointing. But having him here is something real exciting, and it, put Brooklyn on the map in the basketball world for sure. There was a lot of off-court drama. I wish it was more just on basketball, but it's a little bit out of his hands too.
Would you say you're a bigger Kevin Durant fan or a bigger Nets fan?
I think that they're both intertwined in history, man. Like, there's no KD without Brooklyn. There's no Brooklyn Nets without Kevin Durant.
Okay, last one for you. So, even though, KD came to your franchise and there was lots of drama and he had injuries and the guys he brought with him, they were acting up. He never really showed much leadership. And then he bailed. He wanted to get traded. He denied it first. Then later, a few months later, he got traded. He wanted to leave. So no hard feelings for you towards him?
I think people are quick to forget that this is the dude's job, And so how many people would give up their job for a better one? The dude was the Finals MVP before he came to Brooklyn. He's an NBA legend, and we should be happy that he was a part of this franchise.
So why is another city better job than being here in Brooklyn?
Oh, there's no place better than Brooklyn, man. But he made a business decision, so gotta respect that.
How do you become a Nets fan?
Brooklyn, when they came to New York, Jay-Z.
Feels good, actually. You know what I'm saying? He needs to come back to Brooklyn, but it feels good to have him back in the Barclays Center. That's what's up.
Can you believe all the people here an hour before the game?
Yo, it is crazy. Everybody's here, and I mean everybody. It's really lit. If you ain't here, I don't know what you're doing.
So, what do you think of the vibes right now in the arena?
Oh, the vibes is lovely. I mean, I enjoy every time I come here.
When KD came to the Nets, you must have been very happy.
Oh yes, I cried.
Oh, okay. So how do you feel about him leaving y'all like that?
Oh, I cried even more. I was emotional. I like, damn, we had it. We had this team, but too much egos.
So why not stay here? Why not stay here with fans like you and other players here? Why not stay here and try and win here still regardless?
If Kyrie got vaccinated, if James Harden didn't want to get traded, it would have been different. We would have had 2 chips by now. I believe that.
But even when Kyrie left, why not stay?
I guess he was a bit with another superstar like Devin Booker. That's what happened.
So you don't feel like he did the Brooklyn Nets franchise?
Nah, because he gave us everything he had. Okay. I don't got no hate for KD.
Okay, so last one. Tonight when they announce him, how are you going to react?
I'm going to be clapping.
He's going to be received with love, man. He's the best Brooklyn Net ever, and he deserves he deserves a jersey up here. He definitely does. He deserves a first ballot Hall of Famer as a New York Net alone, let alone the NBA. So all praise, all love.
And last one, what do you think of the vibes in here right now before the game?
The vibe is love, man. Everybody wants to see Kevin Durant, man. I mean, it's go Nets, first and foremost, but I want to see Kevin Durant. It's my first time ever seeing him. It's a dream come true.
Unfortunately. Okay, right. So they have the team here. Do you think if he had been more vocal with the whole Kyrie thing, do you think that better leadership from him could have resulted in the Nets having a stronger bond and winning?
Absolutely. Think about it. If Giannis did not undercut Kyrie, you never would have heard of the whatever team that is, the Bucks. Okay. Number one. Number two, if Harden didn't get hurt, you never would have heard about the Bucks. Number three, if they had played more than 17 games, that would have been the best backcourt in history of the NBA. Okay. Undoubtedly and argumentatively, that Brooklyn team is still one of the best teams on paper, hands down. Okay. People might try and argue other ways, this, that, the other, but we all know the proof's in the pudding. KD by himself, if he would have stayed with the Nets, would go further than what he's going to do in Phoenix. He made a mistake by going to Phoenix, but hey, he's only human. We still love KD for what he did for us while he was here. He'll be a Net legacy for life. It is what it is.
Do you think KD coming and them not completing the job and then all three of them wanting to leave, do you think that set back the franchise?
No, I'm going to say no. I'm going to tell you why. We got Ben Simmons back. Once Ben Simmons has a good back, this Net team has unreached potential. That plus Cam Thomas. My only reservation is we need a coach that can really bring out the best of this team. Is that Jack Vaughn? I don't know. Me personally, I'm kind of iffy on that. But with the right coach, this team can go very far.
Okay, two more for you.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned Ben Simmons. Wow, so you're really still relying on Ben Simmons. So Ben Simmons, I saw last game, he was out here. No one had seen him for like 3 months. He has an almost triple-double. Now today, nowhere to be found.
Well, he's hurt. If you notice that last play.
He's hurt. He's always hurt.
That's true. I understand that the naysayers got a good argument. It is what it is. But, you know, he did fall awkwardly. Let's be honest. He did fall awkwardly, and a knee is a very tender thing in the NBA. And honestly, I'd rather preserve him for the long haul than for a quick 2-game win. So let's go next.
No animosity. I wish he gave it a few more years, or gave it a few more runs with the rest of the big three, or tried it out here a little bit longer. But I don't blame him for doing his best for him. He's done it a lot in the past with a bunch of the other teams he was on, so it's nothing too surprising.
And how do you feel about just how KD is being received tonight by the fans?
I think the tribute video is a nice touch. I think he said on Twitter or something that he didn't want it. But I think he got some mixed reactions here. Boos when he touches the ball and stuff, which, it's going to happen no matter who you are. So he's a great player, and I think we all know that. But we miss him on our side for sure.
Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie, it looked like y'all about to win a championship 2 or 3 years ago, but it did not happen. It fell apart. So what's your take on that whole thing?
You got to make the move. When a team, you want to be competitive, you put yourself in the best situation possible, you get the best players that you can, and hope that it works. Sometimes things fall apart.
Do you have any ill will towards those three as a Nets fan?
I don't think so. You know what I mean? Personally, I feel like if he kind of left something that was a little more like, I feel like if there was a finals we could have made, I know there was a little playoff series that didn't go too well, but I don't think there's any animosity towards Kevin Durant. I mean, I feel like there's another team that you should have animosity for, Oklahoma City, but not in Brooklyn. No, all love here in BK. That's what we're about.
No, I don't have any ill will. I mean, they played for us. They did the best that they can, and it just didn't work out.
And you see there, folks, Nets fans really still with a lot of love for Kevin Durant, even though there were a few scattered boos when he was introduced to the crowd. It was hard to find any Nets fans really who had anything bad to say about Kevin Durant. So here from Brooklyn, Net fans still have love in their heart for Kevin Durant. It's hard to understand for some, but that's what it is. From the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, this is Samori Benjamin. Have a good night.